Yes.
Hey, it's Dougie Fresh in the flesh. Yes, feeling my best to the last breath with my man Julian from IUP.
IUP.
We went to school together.
Yes.
And we didn't know this at the time, but we were both highly into knowledge and personal development. And we both followed Ty. He got the goods, the vault.
22 gigs of straight books and audio books.
Mm-hmm.
About to transfer my brain into his brain.
Yep. And vice versa.
Some major moves.
So that's right there. That's a lesson in itself. Connect with people that have similar interests. You know, coming back home, I'm not in California anymore. I'm not at the strength camp anymore. But I still find a way to make sure my environment is excellent. Absolutely above ordinary. I'm talking about extraordinary. So he just is giving me enormous tips on how to optimize and mitigate my brain power, lessen the severity of my brain power. So tell me what you were telling me earlier.
So if you guys have Siri, it's a huge tool. If you guys aren't using it, make sure you do. Set yourself as a contact. What Siri can actually do for you is reduce your brain power that you're actually focusing on little things. So when you actually have to multitask, it reduces your state of flow. You're not as effective. So when you reduce your state of flow, you can, it takes you longer and longer to get back on track.
Right.
With Siri, I have an Apple Watch. You'll be like, hey, Siri, remind me in 30 minutes to talk to this person. Remind me in 50 minutes to get back to this. Remind me when I get home to do something, And
100%.
Basically, I'm not having to task my brain of remembering that later. I can stay on task and on focus. I can talk to my phone. I can talk to my watch. I can talk to my iPad. All these are personal assistants to your brain.
Personal assistants.
Personal assistants.
That's what I need. That's exactly what I need. So this is like a delight for me. I mean, it could be better in some ways than a personal assistant, but it has its pros and cons. But I see the power of it. The other thing you mentioned is apps. What apps serve you the most? You mentioned the IF. Tell me about
IFTTT. Huge app. If This Then That, you can find it in the Apple Store. It is awesome. If you don't have it, I would highly recommend picking it up. The other one I would highly recommend, it'll save you time in your life, is Evernote.
Evernote, yep.
Evernote. If you don't have an Evernote, then you're sleeping. I slept on it for 3 years, and now I'm shooting myself in the foot.
Why should they get it?
It organizes your life as far as notes. You can have automatic notes set on there. You can take pictures of different things, and you can actually search what's inside the picture, and it'll recognize your text. If you do written notes, you can scan your notes, and it'll read your text, and it'll organize it. Yes. Now, here's the key. If you like organizing different things, such as your notes, and you want to see what's relevant to your notes, it'll organize relevant Forbes, Huffington Post, what else? Technology magazines, all these different magazines, and also posts. What post was relevant, not only to what's relevant in your app, in your notes, but also what's relevant in big industry notes. And that way you can compare ideas, leapfrog to different ideas, and that's huge, especially when you're trying to brainstorm and think of different ways.
And they could put it into their interest. So let's say someone likes sports or weightlifting. They could tie it into like muscle and fitness or something.
Yes, or
That's
yoga.
Incredible.
Or yoga. I did yoga, and next thing I know, mindfulness meditation at the bottom, it says Forbes mindfulness meditation. What CEOs use it? Huffington Post. Different ways you can use meditation in your daily life to make sure you're successful. And the crazy part is this is such a simple tool. People need to start using technology to make their lives more simpler. Once you learn how to use and utilize technology, just like Ty was saying, if you have a computer and you don't know what each button on the keyboard does, spend an hour and figure it out, because you're on it every single day. Same with your phone.
What's F5 mean?
F5?
Refresh.
Yeah, refresh.
And he did that in 67 steps. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. Now, if Michael Jordan was, 10 years ago, if this was available, he'd probably be using it. Rocky, same thing. And I think it's something that can make you great to phenomenal. It's something that can step you up. Now, you're using it. So what? You're like friggin' iRobot. You're like Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got the arm, you got the gadgets, and you're filtering it all in such a positive way, which many of us are not doing. People, not into things that are going to give them that ROI, return on investment. Mm-hmm. They're not going to give them that push to help them long term. So you could frequent with some apps that are just stimulus, just going to give you validation, but you're really optimizing it.
I have every day during the midday at around 2 o'clock. I have a thing that goes off, remind me to review my commitment book. And my commitment book, I write down in the beginning of the day what my goals are, what my commitments are for not only this week, but also the next 6 months upcoming. Keep my mind on track. And if it wasn't for these text messages throughout the day, I guarantee you it might have slipped my mind because something else might pop up. But because I have these automatic virtual assistants in place to keep me on track, I don't have to task my brain on worrying about what else is going to pop up and try to avoid those distractions. I have good distractions.
Good distractions.
Good distractions. So things that help me keep me on track.
I love that.
And a lot of times people just, take technology for granted. Don't do it. Don't sleep.
Good.
Don't sleep.
You're literally setting yourself up to win. One more thing to set yourself up to win. Tell them your habits. What are the habits? And first of all, tell them a little bit about yourself. You're 23. You're doing well already. You have this accountability partners. You have different habits. The real estate.
Yeah, I'm an investor. I do financial advising. I'm doing different things. I'm a huge advocate of reading and doing personal development. At least I do an hour of audiobooks today. I did 2 hours today. I already
in his car. He got his own car, and he's got a cornucopia of audiobooks and inspirational mixtapes. So it's good. What else?
Oh, Miracle Morning. If you guys haven't checked out the book, Miracle Morning is essential. Every morning, I usually wake up around 5 o'clock in the morning. I go to the gym with my girlfriend. Next thing you know, I come home, shower, I do my affirmations, visualizations, I journal. And then on top of that, then I write down what my goals are for the upcoming week and also the 6 months. Then I read for at least half an hour to an hour. And that starts my morning off on the right foot. And that momentum and energy that I get, man, is second to none. By the time I'm already up and I'm done my reading, most people haven't even woke up yet.
Yes.
I literally have the hand up on majority of the people in America because people aren't even awake yet. They're still sleeping on their dreams. They're still sleeping on their goals. Yep. There's no time to sleep. If you're not where you want to be in life, there's no time to relax. There's no time to not have rituals in place.
Does that give you a psychological edge knowing that too?
Yes, for sure.
That's good.
It does. It's a huge leg up.
That's good. And the other thing you do, you meet up with our friend Gary every week, and you guys, did you meet this accomplishment? Did you do this? Talk about that, and how could they do that?
Accountability buddies. So accountability buddies is great. Doug's one of my accountability buddies, and one of the greatest ways you can actually help ensure your success, not only by your virtual assistants, because they can only hold you accountable but so far, right? You can only get the message, and then after that is
they won't put the emotion into it.
They don't get their emotion.
They won't grab you like, hey, did you get that done?
Exactly. They won't blow up your phone and be like, are you on track for your goals? So only a person can do that. So team up with someone that you're friends with, who's like-minded with you. When I was at Temple, I actually started a group mastermind, and I actually rented out every single week, like clockwork, one of those breakout rooms. And those breakout rooms were clutch because, we can have a few different people in the room. And then next thing you know, I actually ran agenda for the meeting. So what we learned for the week, what we could have done better, who do we connect with, who can we connect each other with?
Write these questions down.
What did we do well for the week? What could we have done better? Who did I connect with? And who can we connect each other with? Were the majority of my actions in alignment with my goals? And I think those are the four or five main questions that we usually ask each other, and it's huge too.
If you're in college, definitely do that, because that's just, you have to be a leader and do that. Like, here's the agenda, here's the room, let's go, you and make it happen. You have to lead, in essence, to do that.
Exactly. Make sure you have an agenda too, because when you get in a room full of a bunch of your friends, you don't want it to be a meeting just fooling around, talking and stuff like that. Forgot who wrote the book. Most meetings actually turn up. It was a waste of time. Make sure your meetings aren't a waste of time. Although it is with your friends or isn't with your friends, make sure you stay on topic.
Brian Tracy talks about it too.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to be so rigid that it's like robotic style. Right. But you don't want to have so much free reign that at the end of the meeting, you don't have anything to point back. You don't have any action steps, and you just wasted 30 minutes to an hour of everyone's time.
Huge. Capital HUGE. Colossal, enormous information there. Apply it. Awesome stuff. Last thing, you have an inspirational Snapchat, you were saying?
Yes,
Or
I do.
You do. Okay, what's your Snapchat?
The Influencer 23.
There you go. Influencer 23.
The Influencer 23. It's on there. You can also follow him go on Facebook, The Secret Sauce, on Facebook, or you can search Julian Bradley. I'm on there too.
Dope.
I would love to reach out with you. If you want to have the access to my whole library, I will give it to you.
Wow.
15
Thank
gigs is
you.
much. 15 gigs is much because I'm giving
Hit him up
Doug
for that.
more because he has a hard drive. But I can give you 15 gigs of audiobooks, personal development books, a whole bunch of different
That's
things, worksheets that I've got, thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars worth of material I can give to you for free. Hit me up
Damn.
for the link.
That's awesome, dude. Real quick, at 23, there's a lot of younger kids, awesome, that are following me, very inspirational. And you're like the epitome of what I want them to become and want to push them towards. You're pushing me, I'm pushing you. But this is a great example. I wanted to share what he's doing with you all. So thank you for that. Last thing, favorite book, favorite quote, favorite mentor, or all of them.
Favorite book?
Yeah.
Favorite book, I would have to say The Millionaire Fastlane.
Okay.
Has to be. It's the business book Bible. If you don't have that book by MJ DeMarco, I would highly recommend going out and getting it. Secondly, getting more because in life you're going to have more than just business relationships. You're going to need to get more with your spouse, your girlfriend, your coworkers, your friends. Even if you want to get free food. Who doesn't love free food? I get free food all the time.
Yo, we were just at Meatless Mondays, Whole Foods, and it was $8. You get to stack as much as you want. We got more.
We got more.
That's awesome.
More. And I use my negotiation tactics, work with the cognitive biases to allow her to just let me get some more food than normal.
Excellent.
So
excellent.
Hey, it works every day. And, that's what I would recommend for the book. The book by Getting More is by Stuart Diamond. The other book that I would highly recommend, not book, but you said quote?
Quote.
Success is like your rent. Every morning or every month is due, and you can never own it. So you can never own success. That's huge to me because
you have to earn it every day.
Every day you have to earn it. So I have a quote on my pictures on my walls. Are you hungry? Success is due every day. Are you going to pay your rent? So At the end of the day, if I didn't do what I had to do, that means I did not pay my rent, which in reality I should be on the streets. And I take it that seriously because if you do that too many times, you will end up on the street.
Got it. Great. You went to the Tony Robbins seminar, right?
Yeah.
Is he one of your favorites? Who's your favorite person you like to follow right now? That's really not even right now, just the person that had the most impact on you. To put you on this path.
Tony Robbins did a lot. He's the one who first originally started me.
Okay.
I went to his conferences and stuff like that. I'm in his programs. But I would have to say Tai Lopez. He's definitely crushing it right now.
We're going to go to the seminar.
Yes, in February. We're about to be on the seminar. It's going to be a huge move. And that was huge for me because he opened my whole mind up to books. I actually met Gary Keller.
Oh, cool.
Gary Keller and Gary Papasan from the author of The One Thing. He's actually the one who got me started on books, but Tai Lopez is the one who just exponential growth about how to integrate that in your business. And I can't wait to meet him in January.
That's
It's going to
awesome.
be great. And I'm going to shake his hand. I'm going to tell him thanks because what I'm telling you right now, I wish someone would have told me. Well, they did try to tell me years ago, like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah,
and, if anyone who's out here who's in their 18, 19s, 20s, even in 16 years old, listen to what we're saying right now because you'll be so much farther ahead of us if, you implement some of the things that we're doing.
Yes. And fly like Mike. Thank you, Julian. Appreciate it, brother. Let's keep working. Stay fresh. Stay blessed. Stay strong. Stay smart. And stay surrounding yourself with sensational people. Peace.